Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Tower of God Season 2 Episode 8 reaction. So, the previous episode, quite a few things happened. First and foremost, the battle with Mazino. And in the battle, Viole got hurt trying to protect Missing. And, by the end of it, like Mazino was like, whatever, and just left them. And also, it was revealed that apparently the higher ups they are trying to use those flowers. I forgot the name of the flower, Zigna, something like that. I think it was called. They're using the flowers and they're keeping like it like I think like they're trying to keep like it a rare commodity so that since the rarity increases, it'll be more in value. And they're deliberately trying to hide the fact that like those little like Zigna's children, their like existence and other stuff, they're trying to keep it hidden. So Mazino literally was like, I'm going to expose you guys. And he actually does it, which kind of makes the Yon family who was involved with this whole thing also lose trust and the public lost trust in them, which kind of made her, I think that was her name, her a little bit, like depressed with the whole situation, while Viole is like unconscious now from protecting Miseng. And a few other things happened, like that guy, I forgot his name, he told Wagner to just like forget about Viole and continue the journey on their own. In the end, he came, Wagner, after talking to everyone, he came to the conclusion, he was like, no, we're going to go with him. So the journey continues. For now, they will be trying to go to, I think, floor 30 before like a time, there's a time limit, because by that time Khun and all of them will be there. So we have to go there, go to 30th floor so that we can meet them. So that's the current target. So let's see what happens. Let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. What the hell? Acorn Workshop. Oh, I'm bored. Oh, it's like chat. Okay, like an AI. Stay in the room. Yeah, interesting. Right. A chat AI. Endorsing? Like, literally everyone uses this. This is the most basic of the fashion. Right. Bruh. Well, you're wearing red now. Huh. Wow. What's happening here? Wait, they're asking, yo, good luck, handsome. Yo, what is this? Emily literally answers everything that means. Oh, wow. That's right. Emil. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think that's. Damn. Box. What is that? Social media site? Kind of, I guess. Wow. Who? All right, new characters. So, um, wait, what? What the? She got. Oh, I was like, what the hell? She got like, she got like isolated. Like, yeah. So that was a hologram. They gathered you together. Now they're going to blast you all out. There you go. Like I said, they gathered you together. Oh, she's just. Yep, she's gonna burn everyone. Yo, it's hilarious. These guys came as if like they're like some kind of a big deal, and then all just gets wiped out. Okay. Veal is there. Okay. Oh, so this is Kun's battle here. So there's two battles going simultaneously. Hmm. Ah. Oh no. Bruh. No, I think he's trying to do something else. Oh, he's really pissed. Oh god. Right. Hey yo. Yeah. Ah, okay. Well, you guys didn't have Emily helping you. Cute. Oh boy. I. What the hell is going? Oh my god, he's huge. What the hell? How big is he? I still think you guys are going to lose because this kid here is very strong. I think so. Yeah. He ran. God damn. He's lowering his guard. I feel like Dan will probably come in and Oh god. Oh my god. He's gone. Yaskil is gone. Great. Yeah. What will that do? Yeah, but yeah, done is fast. Oh, he went through there. Okay, that's smart. Yeah, he can literally go. Yeah. Yep, he is very fast. We saw it in one of those episodes. He's great at running. Oh my god, they didn't even realize they're just standing and they're like, what the hell? But alright, pack your bag, goes home. Go home. You can now go to your main salon. What? Oh, Emily. Okay. But you know, I guess that he shouldn't have done that. But hmm. Yeah, but everyone can use it, can they not? Can't your opponent use it as well against you? Yep. That is true. They're strong, their whole group. You then don't need to use Emily. Wait, you're gonna give his your whole phone? Just uninstall it. Like, oh, okay. Right. Who's this? Oh my god, it's Rahel. I forgot her voice for a moment. Okay, stop. Remember what Kuhn said? Don't talk to her. Great. Here we go. I can see what's going to happen now. Do- oh lord, nah, man. This girl, what? Yeah, you little this. Someone go and smack this girl out of that wheelchair. Oh god. What? Wait. Well, don't. Okay. No, I don't know. Bruh. No, I think he's tricking you. That's a trap. Don't scream! Typical anime characters. Great. He was waiting. He was waiting for that. Like I said, it was a trap. Yeah. What? Alright, this guy's crazy. Where's Violet? He should have been here. Time out. Yeah, I'm his reincarnation. Yo. Oh no. Bruh. Yeah? Was he? Oh lord. Oh no. Yo, that's so messed up. Oh my god. Oh, there he is. Damn. Well, at least he stalled for enough time. Oh god, you're gonna get defeated. Yeah, you're an idiot. Okay, today's episode's animation is a bit weird. Not gonna lie. What? Damn. Yeah. Very nice. God damn. Alright. Yeah, you're still laughing? Okay, this guy's full on crazy. Oh no, that's Wagner laughing. Alright, calm down. He's like, bruh, I ain't getting hit with that. Yeah. I I don't think he cares. Like I said, he literally doesn't care. Bro. Just leave him alone. He's one of those guys. Like if you could have done something to us, you could have just done it. Why say that? Exactly. Like I said. Just forget him. Oh no. Okay, for a moment I thought maybe she gave us a fake key or something. Wait. Oh, that was that our group's name? Okay, for a moment I thought it was their group's name or something. Wait, that's our group's name. Okay. Well, at least we won. um, right. Just yeah, like we'll think about it then. Yeah. No, and we have to reach 30th floor. Which floor are we in currently? There you go. And there's also another reason which he cannot really say here, I guess. 2 months from now. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Right. She's gonna get up. Oh no, is this Emily? Right. Interesting. So she talks to you. Oh my. Oh yeah, I just realized what happened. Hey Emily, I'll get to see you. Traveler? Who? I believe you're a human. Right. Someone who helped me get this far. I also. Right. Damn. All right. Okay. So the last section, I'm a bit not confused, I would say, but I feel like they didn't give us like they're going to reveal some stuff in the future. I'm guessing. So who was that girl in that headset? That was Emily, or that was the? But then why was she screaming, "You'll never be human"? If that was her, because Emily is saying, "I want to become human," so that part confused me. But I'm sure I'll get my answer later. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. And there you go. That was today's episode. Episode number 8, I think. Yeah, 8. So today's episode was interesting. We had a chat robot called Emily. Apparently, by the end of it, we get to see that she might not be just an AI. She's like a human with a, like with a with that headset, and that was her. I'm assuming. I'm not 100% sure. That, and then we also have we got to see Viola's group fighting against a group, and Kun's group fighting against another group. Both, obviously, both of them are, like trying to pass the test so that they can climb. Right. And then there was that weird section with that guy, the guy who was like, oh, like, you guys, if you want to fight, then come fight with me. But I'm confused. I'm like, why did he just give? Oh, I'm guessing he probably gave up because so many of them like turned up at the same time. But he just wanted like a one versus one against Viole. Um, yeah, there you go. He says it was so close, only if they hadn't shown up. And then he's like, oh, like, like, yeah, like I can take you out, like, so fight with me, one versus one. And Viola's like, yeah, I couldn't care less. Like, I just want to climb, which is true. Like, why the hell would he give a crap? Like, like people have here are playing this, not playing, sorry, are going through these tests as a group. It is supposed to be a group. If you go out solo, expecting things to work out, and then your teammates lose, and then you try to say that, oh, you guys are cowards, that's freaking dumb. This is a this is a team match. If this was a solo match, I could understand. It's a team match, and you're complaining about that part in itself. So that's dumb, you know. And obviously, he was trying to provoke him just because that was the only way he. There was a chance he could have gotten the key back. But Vam is like Viola is not like that. We've seen him. He's not the type of person to like like go, or he's not doing any of this to gain more power, or or like something else. He's doing this for a particular reason, and fighting him solo will not in help him in progressing towards that goal he has. So that's why Viola was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. And then he was like, oh, you guys are cowards. He reminds me of those school bullies, who act tough, and then when they realize they're kind of in a like tricky situation, like they they like they say stuff like this, and then they're like, huh, you guys are cowards, and it just goes away. Like, when the situation goes in a wrong direction for them, because like I said, he might be strong, who knows, he might even be stronger than Viole, I don't know, he might be, but it doesn't matter. This is a team match that we are having, and the fact that your team lost, that's it. It's a team match. This ain't a one versus one fight you're having. Just accept it instead of acting like a whiny, like a whiny brat. He was literally acting like a like just whiny. I was like, you guys are just, like you guys are cowards. Fighting wimps have made you this weak. Come on, let's go. And I'm like, bro, really? Like you're throwing a temper tantrum just because things didn't go your way. Like I said, he might be stronger than Viola. I don't know. He might be. There's a 100% possibility that might happen. But it doesn't matter. It was a team match, and you guys lost. That's it. Just suck it up and move on, instead of acting like that. Yeah. So, and that's why like Art Raptor said, like, we want, like, like not falling for that bait, not falling for that in itself, shows that we won. Like, so yeah, just forget him. And but Wagner does have a valid point. He was like, I'm not really like concerned about that. I'm concerned about the fact that in the future, in the higher floors, we won't actually meet him. But you know what? We'll do whatever when that we'll do, like, we'll take care of that when that happens in the future. Right. If it's a solo one versus one situation, then yeah, like I said, I really don't know if he's actually stronger than Violet. He doesn't look that strong, but who knows? He might be, like, like he might actually be. He seemed quite confident about his own abilities. Either he was like completely bluffing there, he was probably trying somehow to nab that key from under their noses, or he was actually strong. So he was like, yeah, I can take you out. But again, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's a team match. Also, he might not be as strong as, because there's certain characters in this show who who are probably so strong that he can literally take out this whole team. Like if this was Mazino in front of them, I think Mazino probably would be able to take out all of these characters. At least that's what I think. You know, because he seems quite strong. So if he was that strong, he probably wouldn't be like protrude, even though the whole team ended up coming. The whole team ended up coming, and he was immediately like, "Oh, we cannot take them all." That means his power goes up to that level only. He might be strong. He might even be stronger than Viole, but he's not so strong that he can literally take out each and every one of them over here. If he could, he probably would, but he didn't. He himself said that, "Oh, everyone came up." So even if he's strong, he's probably not that strong, or at least that's what I think. Either he's bluffing or that's what's going on. Either ways, even if he becomes a threat in the future, I don't think he'll become a major threat, because we've fought against way stronger people, I guess you could say. Like we literally had in the previous episode Viole facing off against Mazino, even though the battle didn't really happen properly because Viole had to go and save Misseng. But he did confront him, so that's the thing. Right. Okay, so that's the other thing. The other thing about today's episode, the other part of today's episode, is obviously Rahel being Rahel. She's now trying to weasel into this guy's, Dan, I think that's his name, into this guy's, soft spot. Typical Rahel, like trying to find out a backup plan in case her whole thing with Khun gets somehow exposed, or somehow her true identity, her true nature comes out. That's why she's probably looking for a backup plan, which is going to be done, obviously, because all the other characters in Khun's group, I don't know, Dan seems the only person who is the most susceptible to Rahel's way of emotionally manipulating others. Like the more nicer a person is, the more they will get emotionally manipulated by Rahel. That's literally what happened with Bam. So Dan looks like a very simple guy. He just runs fast, and he's very simple. He doesn't have, and or at least that's what it seems like. I'm not really sure if he's hiding his true nature in his heart or something, but I don't think that's the case. He seems like a very simple dude. He seems like the type of person who takes everything at face value. Also, he probably has a complex about himself, because we saw that he was saying like, "Oh, you guys probably would have been okay without me." So using all of this, using this complex that he has, Rahel is trying to manipulate him, and probably trying to keep him as a backup plan, just in case if something happens or something, I don't know, or maybe something else she's trying to do. I'm not really sure. Either way, one thing is sure, that she's up to no good again. That's pretty damn obvious. But yeah, and I'm like, okay, great, fantastic. And Khun my multiple times told everyone, if you remember, he said that do not talk to her, and do not try to have any feelings for her. She is bad news. But obviously, like I said, Dan probably doesn't think much about that, because like I said, he's probably a very simple, straightforward guy, and he takes everything at face value. So that's why Rahel will probably get to him. Not really sure, but we'll see. Right. Oh, another huge thing happened today. I forgot to mention that Emily, the chatbot, when Khun wrote there that is Bam alive, answered that yes, he is. So obviously Khun was saying that, oh, I don't trust these chatbots. They, there's no certainty into the information that they're giving us. He did say that, but this is the situation is he asked whether Bam is alive or not. So that in itself makes me feel that obviously he'll probably be like, oh, it's a chatbot. maybe like it was just like maybe there's nothing more to what it said. But obviously there will be a part of him in his head that will always tell him that, but since the chatbot said, there is a possibility, like, you know, like that kind of thing. Like up until now I feel like he kind of almost gave up hope, but now when with this happening, he probably, like, his hope kind of got rekindled, and now he's probably going to think from here onwards that is he really dead or is he alive, that kind of thing. Like, people try to find out, in these type of situations, people try to find out, like, any like any, like sliver of, like any glimmer of hope that is there, they'll try to grab onto it, that kind of thing. And it's that kind of situation, I guess, is going to happen. I'm pretty sure he's going to say, like, oh no, I don't trust this thing, even though it said that Bum might be alive, I don't trust her. But there will be a part of her that will kind of be hopeful from here onwards and be like, maybe, that kind of thing. Right. So yeah. And what else was in today's episode? Oh, the whole thing with Emily in the end. Like that part, I'm a bit confused here, because first and foremost, you can see, like I don't know, like a lot of people is talking to Emily, and Emily has said, like, kind of stuff about experiencing love and wanting to experience love, and then she also says about wanting to be a human or something like that. And then there's this person called Traveler who's saying stuff like, oh, I've registered to go to the next floor, I'll get to see you soon, stuff like that. I believe you're a human, there you go. And then we cut off to this lady here in a, like a, like one of those futuristic, like, things, like a, I don't know what you call them. She's lying there with like a VR type headset on her face. I'm assuming that is Emily, or the chatbot Emily. And then, Traveler says, no matter how much distance separates us, I can feel your heartbeat. And you can see a little bit of this Traveler who is like messaging. This guy's a Traveler, isn't it? I think so. Yeah. He has like orangish hair and like a goggles. Traveler says, there was someone who helped me get this far. That person was none other than you. I love you. And then, like Emily is saying, like, I want to become a human like all of you. A human like all of you. I also, yeah, and then there's like the distortion, like, in audio. I love you. And this lady in the headset is screaming, and she's like, don't be ridiculous. You will never be a human. Like I said, I'm a bit confused about here. So what's going on here? Like, so I thought this was Emily, but Emily's saying, like, I want to be a human. However, this girl is saying, you'll never be a human. Is this like some kind of a disparity going on between Emily and her human self? Like, she might actually be Emily, but there's like a disparity, like, like this Emily and herself as like probably like something, I don't know. Like I said, I'm sure we'll get to know next, probably in the next few episodes, whatever's going to happen, we'll get to see. But for now, this final section made me a little bit curious about a few things. Like I said, I am assuming that was Emily, but then why is she saying that you'll never be a human while Emily's saying I want to be a human? That's like completely the opposite thing. So if that is Emily, why is she saying the opposite thing while her online chatbot or whatever, she's saying I want to be a human? That's the interesting part. That's why I'm saying maybe there's like a disparity between like the human her and like the Emily in the, yeah, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But the interesting thing is that Emily, whatever Emily says, actually comes true. Like, not 100%, obviously. There was one part which, oh no, that also came true by the end of it. If you think about it, because when Dan was using Emily, Like they went and like came to like a dead end, and that's when we thought that, oh, that was, that didn't come true. But then later on we see it did come true. They just had to wait for a bit, and then that mole came out and the others came out. So it did work. So yeah, so that means up until now whatever Emily says does come true. But there's a high possibility it comes true. But that makes me think, so I'm assuming like Emily's probably not that popular that every single person uses her. She's probably fairly popular. Like a lot of people probably doesn't even know about her, because there was a section in today's episode where I think Dan tells Kun that, oh, you're one of the like the regulars. You probably don't know, but Emily actually is legit. Whatever she says, she does kind of come true. So I'm guessing there's Emily's popular definitely, but it's probably not as popular as like Twitter or something. Like literally every single person or most people, like most of the people uses like some type of social media, be it Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Like even if someone doesn't use Twitter, they do use some other social media. So in that sense, maybe it's not that popular in that sense, but like a fair amount of people uses Emily. That is, otherwise, it would have been crazy. So then if every single person used Emily, then then each of them would use how to win this match, and then Emily would give each of them a correct solution. So how does that work then? Like Dan used Emily to take, like do this, while like these guys, the mole and the others, if they were also using Emily's help, then they probably would have also gotten a solution to it. So it would have been chaos in that situation. So it's not that popular, but it's fairly popular. Quite a few amount of people uses Emily's help, and and more, and like Emily also tries to is like talk about love and stuff, and like talks about being human and all that thing. Yeah, right. And that's the thing, like it's crazy. You can see like Emily herself sometimes initiates a conversation. That in itself is crazy, because just think about it. Most of the time we use like some chat bot, like chat, like a helping bot or whatever from our mobile, or like from the using the internet. We are the ones who initiate the conversation. We're the one who was like, oh, hello, and they kind of reply back to us, and then we like ask them questions, tell them, like whatever like we need to ask about, and the AI try to help us out. Have you ever seen an AI initiate a conversation and be like, oh, hey, how are you? Long time no see. Have you ever seen that? I don't think I've seen that. I doubt that is a thing. But I would think there was a section here in today's episode where we actually saw Emily initiate the conversation, wasn't there? Or was that just my mistake? I don't know. At least I think I saw a section where she just started talking out of nowhere. That is crazy. That is kind of scary as well. Like, just think about it. An AI initiating a conversation with you. I feel like that might actually happen in the future someday. Like, we're probably not at that stage, but someday it'll probably happen. If that happens, then that will be a big indication as to AI becoming actually sentient. Like, unless and until you're sentient, you're not going to initiate a conversation. Like, that's only like people do that when they have like sentience and they know that like, oh, I want to talk about this. Otherwise they won't do that. So that's the time. If someday in the future your AI chatbot starts talking to on your own and starts initiating conversation, I feel like that's a huge indication that, oh boy, things are going in a very like interesting direction in the future. Yeah, they might actually become self-aware. Right. But I doubt that's going to happen anytime in our generation. We'll probably like the people now will probably be dead by that time. So the future generations will probably have to think about that. But it might happen. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's a huge possibility. Anyways, oh, and that section in today's episode was also pretty funny. The whole section with that Wagner trying to trick this guy and like acting like his pet bird who he burned to death. Oh my god, that was that. I think that was like one of the most hilarious sections. in Tower of God, period. Because I don't think I've laughed that much in any episode in this show. That part was pretty damn funny. Okay, and there you go. That was today's episode. Alright, now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we get to see Emily introducing herself and being like, "Oh, hello, I'm Emily," and then we have, um, oh, we see like Misen uses Emily, and oh wait, is this the time when they were in that room test that was happening? Because you can see Miseng wrote that should I stay in the room, and Emily was like, yeah, stay in the room or something like that. Oh, it was back then, so she has been using Emily from then, I think. I don't know. Okay, and then Miseng also says, if you're curious about something, ask me. And that is also another thing. Like I said, unless or until you have like sentience and you're like, you become self-aware, just imagine asking an AI that, oh, if you're curious about something, ask me, and then the AI actually asks you a question. Like she actually does it. She's like, oh, like, what about love? Can you say something about love? That is crazy. Because unless and until you have self-awareness, you're not going to initiate a conversation or ask a question on your own. Right. Okay, and then you can see like an Endorphy also uses like Emily, and so wait, Endorphy was asking for fashion, I think. I think so. Wait a minute. Yeah, she also asked Endorphy about love, and Endorphy's like, "What the hell? No, I don't." Okay, your answers will help me grow. Endorphy's like, "Forget about it." Like, anyway, what's the fashion? And she's like, "Red dresses." Okay, what is she saying? She's saying like, who's going to wear that gaudy crap? You're literally wearing a red dress. Like, it's not a dress. I can understand that, but you're wearing a red shirt. So right, okay, whatever. Lonely girls want to be in love, and she like throws the phone away. Okay, sometimes I hope I won't experience a love like you, all that stuff, right? And then we have Dan here using Emily and being like, oh, wait a minute, like, let me ask Emily where they might be. And he goes there and comes to a dead end, you know. And Emily does say that I cannot be held responsible for your actions. So, like, you can ask me, but, maybe sometimes I might actually be wrong. But here, at least we saw she was wrong. We thought she was wrong, but later on we get to realize that she wasn't wrong. They do end up coming here. And, like, so she was right as well, here as well. So, yeah. Okay, and then we get to see, like a section, like a, I don't know what that is, but there's like a little bell, and Emile, Emile is written, Emile. Um, right. Yeah, and there you go. Then we get to see Violet's group, them going through this match, this test. Miseng is asking questions to Emily here, and the test is basically like using a key to get the treasure, unlock the treasure. Okay, so wait a minute. Unlock the treasure in the, no. The team that uses the keys inside the testing area unlock the treasure chest in the center wing. Okay, so for a moment I thought, like, while the match was going on, I thought like maybe they gave us a wrong key or something, or maybe they gave their key. Like, no, that wasn't possible. There's only one key, and whichever team uses it wins it. If this was something like, oh, there's two sets of keys, and like each set of key is for each group, they'll have to find it and then use it, whichever key is used, like that kind of thing, then they might have tried to trick them by giving them their key so that they unlocked it and they won. That could have happened if that was the case, but no, that wasn't the case. There was only one key. Whichever group used it, like, they would win. So there you go. Right. Okay, so okay, so you can see, like, like Miseng is trying to use, like, use the help of Emily, but then in comes this group. Yeah, and the battle begins. You can see Missing is like running away from this guy, but Missing, those weren't Missing, those were like holograms. And then they literally gather all of them in one place from where Goseng traps them, and Yinha comes in and burns them, like literally, like, just baited them, grouped them together, and defeated them. That's what happened. Anyways, this group is there, but then we have Wagnan and Viole over there with the remaining two members fighting. While all of this is happening, Khun's group is also going through a battle, and in this battle, these guys, the opponents, they're literally underground and they're attacking overground. So it's a tricky situation. They cannot go up, and they just have to just sitting down like over there, not knowing what to do. And while all of this is happening, Dan, if we remember, tried to take them to a place asking Emily, and they thought that was a dead end. So Ran was pissed. So he actually tried to attack him. But before that happened, the beaver, like a beaver or mole, I don't know what that is. Mole, isn't it? Yeah, comes out, and the mole is like, oh, like, what the hell? And sees them in front of them. So yeah, there we go. Emily was right. They just had to wait a little bit. Right, and then after the mole, in comes that guy, that big guy, with like 4 hands and like some swords. Right, and there you go. The battle begins here. Okay, and the battle begins. Dan rushes past them, and Ran was like, let me take care of these guys. You go and do your thing. And yeah, in the end, even before like Dan went and won the match for us, Ran literally before that defeated this big guy. So the mole was like, oh, you might have defeated him, but our group is closer to your the button, so they'll win. But Ran is like, no, you don't know how fast Dan runs. So yeah, we'll win. And as soon as he said that, that actually what happened. Dan went in fast like lightning, press the button, done. It's over. The whole game is done. Okay, so the next scene we get to see Khun obviously getting a little bit mad because he was like, oh, so what, like you're actually working based on what a chat AI told you? Like really? Like yeah, you guys might have it actually worked maybe this time, but there's no guarantee that it'll work every single time, and there's a huge possibility that it wouldn't go the way it went. Khun says a very good thing. He says here, he's like, are we that weak that we need to use a chat AI to help us out? I don't think so. Which is true. You only use these things when you're like at the end of your rope or something. But no, Khun's group is pretty damn strong. So there's no need to use it. And that's why Khun was pissed off. He's like really we can do this normally. You use this. What if this did something that actually jeopardized our own plan and we actually failed? What happened? Like, he's not wrong though, yeah. So Dan also understood that, and Dan is like, okay, I'm sorry, I won't do that from here onwards. And to show his sincerity, he was like, okay, just keep my phone. And I'm like, just uninstall. I don't even know, I'm assuming it's an app, this Emily, this thing. So I'm like, just uninstall it. Like, you don't have to give out your whole phone. Like, good lord, I cannot even imagine giving away my phone to someone. But I guess that's how much we're dependent on our phone nowadays. Like there was once a time when we didn't really have phones like mobile phones and the smartphones, they didn't exist. I just wonder what we used to do then. I guess we just used to go outside to play. Now none of us does that. We just, with our phone in front of the computer, just stuck with social media and these type of things. But nowadays it's like, I feel like it's like just telling someone that, oh, I'm gonna take away his phone is like crazy. Like it's a huge deal. Like, can you even imagine like staying without your phone for at least a day? You know what? I think I can. I'm not really that dependent on my phone. I just play video games and stuff. I'll still have my computer with me. I can watch anime on my computer, But yeah, people who are like very much dependent on their phone. Maybe there's people who do not have like a computer or a laptop who does everything on their phone. In no way can they give away their phone for one day. Anyway, so I'm like, damn, you're giving away your whole phone. That's crazy. Anyways, that was that. And then we get to see. Now, here's the thing. I did kind of think for a moment that, yeah, he did do that, but come on, Kun. He did win the game for us as well, So maybe like tell him that, oh, you shouldn't do it, but also then tell him that, but nonetheless, you did a good job. Something like that. Maybe like obviously like tell him not to do it, like that's definitely important, but you could have at least said something nicer after that and be like, you know what, even though that happened and I hope that you not repeat it, still good job, you did win the game for us. I did think that for a moment. And this freaking girl Rahel comes in the next scene and she actually says that to her. She's like, when Dan was like, oh, like, I did make a mistake, and she's like, oh no, don't like put yourself down like that. You did win the game for us. And I'm like, god damn it, like who should have said this to him, because at the end of the day it's a nice gesture, because he did technically help us win. But since he didn't say it, this freaking manipulative girl came and took that opportunity to butter him up over here, like literally. And I'm just, when Rahel was speaking, I was like, oh my god, not this crap again. Like, she comes in and she's like, oh, like, like, it's hilarious when you know that she's what type of a girl she is, and you see her doing this crap in front of others. I'm like, bruh, like, really? And she's like, oh, your power is the one that I'm very much jealous of, because she cannot walk. At least that's what she's telling the world. She can walk, obviously, but yeah. So that's why she's like trying to play that card, and she's like, oh, your ability is like, I'm so jealous of it, And then it's like, oh, really, haha, like, again, you cannot really blame him, because he, like I said, he seems like a very simple guy. He just takes everything at face value, and he's definitely going to fall into this trap. And Rahel knows that, and she's deliberately manipulating this situation. That's why I said, if Kun at least told him that, oh, nonetheless, you did a good job, I feel like that would have been better. But him not saying anything of that sort made Rahel take this opportunity and, kind of, yeah. And then she's like, if only you could be my legs. Like I said, she's making the blueprint of jumping ship, basically. Like, in case something happens, she'll just jump ship. And that's what she's doing. She's done up until now, I'm assuming, just jumping ship one after the other. Whenever the ship starts sinking, she's like, oh, time to leave, and just leaves. She did it with Bomb, and now I'm assuming she thinks Kun is still there, but Kun is trying to like outplay her. That's the other thing. And she's probably making a backup in case like something goes wrong with Kun, so she can just jump ship and like, yeah. Or maybe she's just manipulating him so that, she could keep her nice girl persona going on. Either of it, whatever. Yeah. And then when Danny's like, oh, what did you say? And she's like, oh, no, nothing. Don't worry about it. Yeah, typical, good lord. And then she goes. And I'm like, yeah, great, fantastic. Anyways, then we go to the scene with Wagner, when Wagner is running away, and this freaking guy is calling him chirpy or something. Wagner tries to use the key to get the treasure when he was distracted, but this guy was ready. This other guy. He uses like some kind of a thing to get the key. Chang, that's his name. Okay, so here Wagner is like, man, I'm trapped in front of these two. They're going to burn me now, because obviously he's talking about burning him alive. So the guy, the red-haired guy, he's like, oh, I thought you were chirpy with your like your yellow hair and that hairstyle. And Wagner is like, yeah, you're right, I am chirpy. And he's like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, like, like, don't you remember me? Like, like I said, this part was the funniest part in Tower of God I've seen from season one. This scene, at least for me, it takes the cake in the most comedic section in this show. And this was hilarious. He was like, and he's like, oh, you're chirpy? And he's like, yeah, like, bro, like, like, you were such a great person back then. What happened to you? And he's like, what happened to me? Like, like, and he's like, come on, try to remember what a nice person you were. Like, and he's like, oh yes, I remember. And they're like hugging and everything. And then he's like, oh yeah, I remember. I'm the one who actually burned you because I wanted to eat chicken. So, okay. And Wagner's like, wait, what? He's like, don't worry, I'll roast you. And, make sure to give you the same treatment that I gave to Chirpy. And I'm like, yeah, this guy's crazy. Anyways, thank God Viol comes in before he made Wagner into fried chicken. Right. And yeah, and he tries to attack Violet, but Violet like dodges everything. Okay, one thing I need to mention, today's episode's animations were actually extremely weird. That section when Violet was dodging the flames, what was that? I'm like, really? That is okay. But anyways, whatever. So yeah, there you go. He tries to use 3 of those flames, and Viola literally uses 5, yeah, and defeats him. Yeah. Anyways, and then the whole group comes in, and then Chang is like, yeah, we've lost, and gives away the key. And this is where he says that it was close. If they hadn't shown up, we would have won. Right, so here we go. Like I said, he does say that he could defeated Violet if all of them didn't end up showing up, if only Violet was there. Basically saying like 1 versus 1, and he kind of tries to like rile them up and being like, yeah, I could have done that, I could show you, like, just like, let's do a 1 versus 1. Whoever's going to win is going to get that key. Here we go. Well, Slayer candidate, under the condition that you'll forfeit the match if I win, I'm game. So in that sense, it was a good trick that he did here. But obviously, Viol is not that type of person. He's not that hot-headed, like, person. He's like, yeah, I couldn't care less. No, I don't want to. I just want to climb the tower. And then he's like, I don't fight unnecessary battles. And then he's like, I guess you really do only choose to fight wimps. Okay, and then he just leaves. Like I said, yeah, like, he might be stronger than Violet. I don't know. He might have won the match if they went 1 versus 1. There is a possibility that might have happened, but it doesn't matter. It was a team match. You guys lost, and like I said, he's probably not that strong because as soon as he saw all of them, he was like, oh, I couldn't win against them. If he was really that strong in that level, he probably would have been like, oh, I could take you all out or something like that. So he might be strong. Who knows? Maybe he's stronger than Violet, but he's probably at least not that strong that he can take out all of them. So that's at least confirmed. But anyways, like I said, it just doesn't matter by the end of it. It's a team match. Your team lost. You guys like lost the opportunity to win it. So acting like this, throwing a temper tantrum, and saying stuff like, oh, you guys only fight weak people. Yeah, and just leaving like that. That's not it. Just accept your defeat. Like, don't act like a sore loser. The redhead dude is like, oh, next time we meet, I'll beat you to a pulp and roast you to death. Okay, and like I said, our chapter is like, stop, don't let them provoke you. The winner is whoever doesn't take the bait. There you go. Right, now after that, they get to see the prize was literally, what was that, like, squid? Cuttlefish, dried cuttlefish. Okay. Anyways, Missing gives one to our Raptor. Our Raptor is happy. They start eating it, and Wagner is grumbling about the whole situation. Anyways, our Raptor's like, we won the test, and he's like, yeah, I know, but I'm not really grumbling because of that. I'm grumbling because there's a possibility we might have to face these guys later on. So I just don't want to, Yeah. Either way, and this is where, they're like, should we just take a break now? Like, we've been going with this whole, like, climbing the tower for quite a while now. Like, you just got, like, weirdly motivated suddenly. And he's like, no, like, we're trying to go to the 30th floor with the battle of the, what did they call it? The battle of the workshop, I think? Yeah. Right. Now, there was a scene here where nobody really suspected anything, I guess. But, I don't know, like, this dude, I forgot his name, the devil guy. He kind of was looking weirdly in that. Maybe something he realized or something, I don't know. Anyways, after that, we get to see Kun saying goodnight to Rahel. Kun comes in front of the phone, and it was written in the phone that is Emily's responding. Yeah, there you go. So, there you go. Yeah, Emily literally instigates the conversation. That is crazy. Imagine your chatbot starting a conversation with you. You haven't really asked something. The chatbot is suddenly like, handsome, how are you feeling today? That's not a chatbot. That's a whole ass like person who's sentient and who's well aware of everything, and who's self-aware. Right, and he like Kun types. Here we go. Is he alive? The 25th bomb. And Emily's like, wait a minute, what did Emily say? It just went so quickly. Just a minute. Emily said he's alive. Yeah, and Kun is like, what the hell? So there you go. Hello Emily, hello Traveler. I just registered on to go to the. Okay, so now we get to see the conversation with the Traveler and Emily, and you can see the Traveler is like, oh, like you're helping me out. I'm pretty sure you're a human, this and that, like, and he's like saying like I love you and stuff like that, and Emily is like kind of saying that, oh, I want to become a human. Now, like I said, this final scene, I couldn't really make sense of it, or at least understand the entirety of what's going on. So it seems like Emily's that lady in the headset, but then the lady's like, oh, you'll never be a human. But Emily's saying, I want to be a human. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But we'll see, what's happening. And that is where it ended. Right, really good episode. Yeah, like, interesting way this is going. I wasn't expecting like something like this happening, like a chatbot, like like AI chatbot, and this whole thing. I was not expecting something like this. you know. Right. So, you know what? Let's see. Let's wait and see. That is it. That was my reaction to episode 8 of Tower of God season 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button. Excuse me. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Or you haven't subscribed, comment down below. Anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, I'll check them out. That is it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Tower of God. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.